Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to A-Dub TV. As you can see, we finished off a lot here inside this market square area. I'm not exactly sure what I plan on doing today, which is probably a pretty bad idea. Usually you want to plan stuff out a little bit before you get to it. But let me show you around. So I have all these little flower pot thingies, like they're kind of bigger flower pot, obviously, sitting around this area. Haven't put much in many of them. That's, some of them have the ferns. I also did this beautiful fountain. It's lit from underneath. And I know these kind of are floating up in the air, but from the right angle, they kind of look like small water fountains. And this is just a little piece of glass, as is this. And then, prismarine around the outside. Makes a pretty little fountain. Spices up the area a bit. And then up here, I added these to the palm trees, so maybe they're coconut trees now. Other thing I decided, I was thinking back, and I don't think the baby zombies can get through this either. And I think this looks a lot better. So number one, you're able to reach through so you can trade with the guys. Number two, this looks kind of like a shelf. So like maybe there's a shelf up here. So you trade with the guys in here, and there's a shelf up there that they can keep their goods in or something like that. So I ended up changing that up all around. And then right here, just to get inside, a couple of these fence posts. Zombies, as far as I know, are not able to break those. And then I did all sorts of different colors of that around here. So, blue and reds and yellows. And I think it really adds a lot of color to the area. Haven't added any of these banners to them yet, but so far I think it's looking pretty good. There's going to be a lot of bannering going on in here at some point in the future. So basically, we've got an empty marketplace at this point. I know I've got these things in a couple areas, but you still have these little storefronts that are currently just empty. So I have these empty storefronts. Other thing that I did was I created a bunch of houses up top, and I've sort of marked off where I want them to be, just some sort of separation in the room. And, they've got these outdoor balconies so they can look down on the marketplace. I've got my bed in here, not official. This whole room in here is not decorated out. It's just an area where I've put my stuff. But this is the hardware store. These lights up here are not permanent. Eventually they'll be replaced by end rods, but I got to put them up because we've got to stick all of these, what do you call these things? Boxes. I don't know how I forget chests. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta stick all these chests in here. And so this room will be filled with chests. There's just enough room to basically have one entrance and then chests everywhere. So that's what it'll be. I also need to label these things. So this is the hardware store, though. This is where we're going to store all the materials for building. Originally, I was staying right through there. That's where all the supplies were before. Now I have a nice area to store them. So that's my hardware store. So this is how I'm doing the fences in the area. It'd be nice if we could get more of these, of like different types. Like, so this is with cobblestone. This is a cobblestone fence, I guess. And it's lower, so it's lower than this. So it gives you a really interesting look because these lower to it. They don't stay up with the fences. They actually lower down to it. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. I guess. I think it looks pretty good. So you get this nice, it's like a variety. But it'd be nice if the developers would add more of these out of other types of resources. So like sandstone would be great. Right now you can just do it from cobblestone. But a sandstone fence would be awesome that looks like that. Or a log fence looks like that would be really cool too. Just, you combine logs together and it's like a log fence. I don't how else would you put that? Log fence. Yes, that's like, I guess that's what you'd call. Also, wooden trap doors. These are very, very important in this area. Because I have been trapdooring the crud out of things. Yeah, these I'm using is like a sunshade thing. So, oh goodness, that's gonna be in the way a bit, isn't it? We'll do this. Okay, stick one there. Okay. Yeah, so it's hot out, you're in the desert, so you want shade underneath your door because shade underneath your door makes things cool. And it's kind of amazing how cool things, like in real life, shade underneath your door makes things. Let me talk while I'm doing some work here. Yeah, so in my house, I have like a little gazebo outside the back door. That it's nothing fancy or anything like that. It's just a little. Basically, it started out as like one of those cheap metal and like material fabric gazebo things that you get. I think you can buy them at Walmart. We got it from a guy on Craigslist, but started out that way, and then one night. In a particularly strong windstorm, I heard a whole bunch of crashing outside, and I thought, someone. We have like raccoons and stuff like that in my area, all over the place. You see them all the time out here, and I thought the raccoons were out, that they had knocked over someone's trash cans or something like that. But I came out the next morning and the gazebo had completely fallen over because it was just made of metal, and it wasn't particularly strong metal. I mean, it's a Walmart material, so it's not. I mean, Walmart is not known for its high quality products. So yeah, I came out and it was completely crashed against the ground, and so I ended up having to go to rebuild a big portion of it. So I rebuilt the frame out of wood from that I just picked up, Home Depot style. And then from there, I just I fixed it up, basically. Oh, goodness, I forgot where this building went. And it's still a gazebo. So, long story. That was a bit of a wander around. That's all right. I enjoy wandering around, and I'm sure some of these funny stories are. I don't know if that's a funny story or not. It's an interesting story. Anyways, long story to get to the point where I'm saying, the having a shade outside of your back door, which is where this thing is, cools your house down a lot. Just some sort of shade. It's, the sunlight's not directly beating on your door or your window or something like that. That's why you see, like, in the south, and maybe someday I'll do houses. I'm thinking in this swamp in this area, I'll do like a southern sort of like a bayou looking area, something like that. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know if I want to go completely modern with it, but, inspired by those southern houses. Yeah, if you got, goodness gracious, always running out of materials. You see it in the south. A lot of them, you know, the lower floor has the complete covered wraparound porch area, and that's, you know, part of the reason is because you spend a lot of time outside on the porch when it's super hot out. You know, it gets so hot inside. You really only go into the kitchen to get stuff to drink and food and stuff like that. And you bring it outside, and everybody hangs out on their porch. You talk to your neighbors and blah blah blah. So that is. But part of that is, you know, it cools the house down, actually, if you have shade in the front area. Wow, I've been talking for a while. Okay, we got to get to building something today. So I am going to finish up the bottom floor of this shop, and then I'll show you what I've been doing for the top floors. Okay, so I have finished off the bottom floor here. You can see it's all... whatchamacallit. Yep, there's wood. And now I've got this area, and I was thinking so I separated these. I want this to kind of be the living area. But now I'm thinking that this could be maybe a separate area. So perhaps out here will be the area where they sell their goods, and in here is where they make them. So like a bakery or something like that. So right here, I'm thinking this will be the entrance to the upper floor. So we go like this, da-da-da-da, and boom, boom. Okay, so this is like the staircase area, and sort of to make this look prettier, I'm just gonna do this. This right here can just be a little closet. Yeah, we'll just pop that off there. So that can be a little closet area. We'll put a door there and maybe a chest there or something. And then right here, boom. Okay, perfect. So we've got a little closet area, and then up here goes into the main residence. And so up here, we're going to need residence area. So what I've been doing here for covering these is just utilizing... Oh, that stairs off. Okay, just utilizing wood. So I do something like this just to take a look, see where it is, make sure it's looking okay. And that should look okay. Yeah, that's perfectly spaced out. That should look okay. So then I just bring that across, like so. Boom, 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 boom. Trying to do it quickly because night is falling. Oops. And boom. Okay. Bring that across, and then put the floor in for the upper area. So let me sleep. All right, so we're in the upper area here. The important thing is to know where your exteriors are going to be. So, a lot of these places have decks. And just notice here, since this is an exterior, I like the deck areas to be covered in this limestone. I feel like it looks a little better. Oh, my nose is doing something. I may sneeze. Goodness gracious. I tell you, sometimes this nose of mine, it's just annoying me. Okay. So I like the exterior areas to be covered in this limestone, boom, 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 or whatever you call it, sandstone, not limestone. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me head over here real quick. Okay, so you can see right here, this is a good example. The areas where I don't want people standing, so just your standard roof, it goes in like this. The roof is one down. But the area where I want people to stand, the roof is one up. So you can see right there, the roof is, well, this is the one that I'm working on. But yeah, the roof is one down, and then this is a walking area. And I think that adds kind of a little more dynamism to the area. It's especially when you view it from up there. You see a very clear line where this is a roof. People are not intended to walk on it, versus this is an area that's, been reinforced or something like that, so people can use it to walk on as an outdoor porch area. So that's important here to know. So what I'm thinking is, okay, just a small area here. It's going to be an outdoor porch area. And then right here is the wall. And just thinking about keeping variety in the area. It's, I said before, the whole point of Minecraft, I guess, well, not the point of Minecraft, but the thing that you're trying to do when you're building in Minecraft is fight that block. Okay, the whole of Minecraft is all about the one block. Okay, the symmetrical, perfect block. And when you do builds, it's all about keeping things looking different than that. Keeping variety. It's you gotta keep yourself away from looking too blocky in your build. So if you can do circles, I wouldn't suggest doing circles all the time, but if you can do circles, those help, or spheres, something like that. And you've probably seen, I'm just going to point at it in just a sec, step outside. You've probably seen the roof over there and up there and way over there. Maybe you can't see it from here very easily. Yeah, you can see way over there. We have roofs that are they're circle-ish. They're not that blocky roof, okay, like a lot of these other ones are. Like this is kind of a blocky roof, but again, we stuck some stuff out of it non-symmetrically in order to make it look like it's fighting that blockiness. Same with this little house that we're working on right now. Inside, we do have a fairly blocky room, but outside, let's torch this area up a little bit. Outside, it doesn't look that way, and that's sort of what we're going for, is exterior aesthetics right now. Interior aesthetics are important, but those exterior aesthetics can become even more important. So you check this out. Maybe stick a door right here, boom, and then there will be a window right there, boom, okay? And we can mark that it's a window from there. Okay, so from the outside, even though that room is a little blocky, you have a little jut out right here. That's going to be kind of important. It's going to look really, really cool from there. And I'm thinking maybe there will be a roof garden. And if there is, let's see if we can pull this off. Like a double, the stairway continues up. Oh yeah, no problem. Boom, like that. Okay, just to give the aesthetics of it. Okay, and boom. So we'll do a roof garden. Ooh, I really like that idea. That's even smaller, sort of fights this blocky area. Okay, so once again, I've filled this guy in, and then the important part here is just deciding on what this little roof thing, the exit onto our roof garden, or whatever we end up doing. A garden would be kind of nice, but I don't know how easily I can fit that in here. Oh, shoot. Back up top. Okay. I don't know how easily I can fit like a garden up here or something like that. So it might be a little, it might be a bit of a pipe dream. We'll see. So I don't want it to be the whole roof, just because, we got to give it a little variety. So we're just going to do like this. So that way you could get a nice view of the palace, but you've got like a little garden area right here. And then, maybe they ran out of resources, couldn't put the full on, roof garden area up. Ooh-wee, that night comes fast, doesn't it? Okay, so important thing is we're putting that block. So that's how I do all the doorways. Just a little block right there. And I think this will just probably be open right here, open to the outside. I don't think I'll put a door there because there's not really, doesn't seem like there's really a point of doing that, right? And let's do, I have an idea here. Just hop up there. Let's do, just to give this a little more definition, give us that. Okay, that way it's a little more defined, and then that allows us to do this. Boom. So that looks a little nicer too. And then eventually we'll put a couple fences. Boom, boom, like that. I kind of have the resources to do that. And that looks pretty cool. Yeah, you can see that roof has that thing as well. And you've got this rooftop area. Not necessarily, you're not able to walk over and look down into the market, which maybe is good. Maybe these people kind of want privacy. Maybe I'll even do like a trellis on this side, like the climbing vine situation. So you can't see that. In fact, that's actually really cool. Let's decorate out this roof today. Okay, I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff that I felt like I would need for this rooftop garden-ish area. One of the things I felt would be nice right here is an acacia door. So the acacia door just is kind of like bars, and I think it looks really nice for like a door that, you kind of want it to separate the area for the outside, so maybe they can lock it from the inside, but you don't necessarily want it to be, super secure. You want the air to be able to flow through there, and that kind of is like, maybe this could be like a brewing area for like beer or something like that. As I'm working on this real quick, I can explain to you how that works. So in areas that are that like wine country, they have these brewing houses, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it, just like a brewing area, right? Vineyard, winery, something like that. It's places where you're brewing things, basically, is what I'm getting down to. And you see that they have these big like smokestack thingies on the roof. Not smokestacks, but like all of them have these big things that sort of stick up out the top. And the reason for that is when you brew beer or wine or something like that, it grows carbon dioxide, and it's carbon dioxide is not exactly the greatest thing for humans to be breathing in all the time or ever. And so they have these smokestack things that carbon dioxide, it will rise up because it's lighter than air. And so what they do is they open up the bottom door and they open up the top door, and let's just grab more of those. And what happens is all of that air, all that carbon dioxide goes out the top area. And this is my little trellis here, just to let you know. It goes out the top area and comes down, and it doesn't ever come down. It just pops, like out and goes up, out and up. And so maybe that's what this area is for. That's the point of having this big stack up here, is it's a brewing area and it's for safety, so no one dies of carbon dioxide poisoning. That would not be a good thing, would it? No, I think not. And so maybe that's it. So we'll stick one there and there, maybe. Yeah, that's a pretty nice looking trellis. Trellis doesn't necessarily have to look uniform or anything like that. It just has to look kind of nice. And then maybe I'll stick like a cedar up there. Cedar, S-E-E-D-E-R, not C-E-D-A-R. Like, so, okay, so that's like the cedar of the plant. So the main area where all the vines grew from or to or whatever, something like that. Okay, let's go with dark oak. So we're going to have a little couch right here. Okay. I do want to continue it on. Okay. So like that, a little dark oak couch, they can sit there. Okay. And then back here, do we want dirt or grass? Let's put up the vines first and see where we're going. Okay. And it's gonna go. Do they grow? Oh shoot. Vines don't grow on these. So that means we're gonna need. Well, we need some things for them to grow off of. Will it grow down from there if I hope so. Can you make them grow down? I didn't think you could make them grow down. I'd love to get vines on that because that would look really cool. And so maybe it's just a situation where we have to do this in order to get vines growing down. I realize there's a different color right there. You know, it looks okay. It's not my favorite thing, and I just destroyed a vine. I suppose... Oh, yes. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I've got it. Not these. But I'm going to have to cut. Okay, so that is the way that I want it to look. Now we can stick these vines on here. And I'm hoping they'll grow down. I hope. I don't know if they will or not. I thought you could place vines down. Let's see if you can. I hope. I don't know if the that fence blocks it off from growing down. Can you place? No, you okay. I thought you could place one down like that, but you can't. So yeah, let's hope that those vines can grow down that way. And then I also want to put some on the outside to get the same sort of look out here. Okay, so it's just a privacy fence, basically, is what we're looking at. And, yeah, it's kind of a classy privacy fence. That's what you do. Okay, so hopefully those will grow down sometime in the near future. Oh, that just continues going boom, boom on each side. Oh, wow. Maybe let's do oak real quick just to give it a little variety. Maybe that'll grow down. We'll see. Okay. So that's our privacy fence area-ish sort of thing. We got our little couch here. Okay, and then maybe we'll put a... Ooh. No, I don't... Yeah, I want to put something here, but not quite sure what yet. Yeah, so let's just put up that fence that we were talking about. And once again, I have forgotten keep component. Okay, so I've got those placed, and then check that out. See how it goes down? I think that's so cool. So you get a much lower looking fence area. Yeah, I just think that's so neat that it does that. And then in this corner, we can put just about anything and not have these things attached to it, which is also really, really neat. You know, one of the issues with Minecraft is if you put anything next to the fences, stuff attaches to it. Well, those things will not. So we can place that. I'm thinking I want to go a little bit lighter. Let's go. I wonder if just... actually looks kind of cool. And then we have this flower pot like that. And I thought I had brought, yes, I brought a cactus. So we'll just stick a cactus on there. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I love that little cactus touch. Yes, they are growing down. Perfect. That's going to look great. Let's stick another one here with another flower pot on it. Boom. A little flower pot there. And mushroom. Boom. Cool. That looks gorgeous. And then we are going to need, let's do some green on the outside. Oops, I didn't grab it. How silly of me. Green, Oh, you only need 2. That's right. Okay, so let's do some green. So it kind of looks like, yeah, perfect. Okay, and chop this guy off. Boom. What should we do? Let's do another one of these back here, and then we can put a flower pot on it in a sec. I've got the stuff brewing back there. That looks pretty nice. We're going to need to move all that down. Okay, so most of our resources are moved downstairs. And I really like the look of that green, kind of like AstroTurf or something like that. I guess that's what you could call it. And that looks cool. The area for the door looks kind of like a little entrance area. I actually really like this look in here. Can you place a sign? I think you can. Let's try that. Let's try to place a sign down there. Yeah. Oh, darn it. Oh, I know what to do. Ha. I am a genius. Okay. Let's just chop these off. And then if we put the stair that way, it'll just join it. Oh, other way. If we put the stair that way, it'll just join it over. And now we look like we got armrests. Yeah, perfect. This is a nice little rooftop garden area. And I feel like we need one more thing. And I have just the idea. We'll need to break that, though. It should look great, I think. I haven't made one of these before. I don't do this normally because it's pretty expensive. Because you got to make a cauldron in order to do it. But they look really cool. Boom, boom. There we go. A nice little plant right there. And that, I think that is going to conclude. Oh, yes, we forgot. We forgot this. So, because we did it backwards. Perfect. Okay. Finally. I keep saying finally, but I think I might actually mean it this time. I want to sort of extend that out. You know, I was telling you how it's really nice to have gazebos that stick out and give you a little bit of shade. Ooh, yeah. That looks great. Okay. I think that is finally our finally. So you got a little bit of shade. Those will grow down. And I just wanted to show something. Someone asked about this on the Reddit. And I realized I did it for the wizard tower over there, but I never actually showed you guys how to cap these things off. So you can see I've got string right here. And what I'm just doing is I'm just placing it right at the area where I want the vines to stop growing. And so you barely can see it. Like, I don't know if you can even see it on YouTube recording because of the quality, but you barely can see it. But what it does is you can literally place string anywhere. So it'll keep those vines from growing and touching the side of this building, which will inevitably that'll look ugly if it's allowed to grow. But it'll keep it from looking ugly like that. Pretty cool. So just FYI, did that on the Wizard Tower. And I think this rooftop garden build is complete. I think we'll call it done. Obviously we'll need some torches, right? Boom, torches up here. Give us a little light. Maybe a couple tiki torches there. Nice and light up here so we don't get any monsters or anything spawning. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for today's episode of AW TV. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. Really would love to see you showing up more. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Always love to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you all on the next episode